right.
I've been practicing all my life for that moment.
So before I'm so proud of you, Mike.
Think.
All right. So before Craig decided to fuck off on us, uh, Dell, you had just taken Ven outside of the cantina for a chat. So let's go ahead and get the ball rolling right into that and dive in from there.
Okay. So, where were we again?
I think he had just said his plan, and then he asked Ven what she thought, and I was about to start talking, and then Craig went away. So apparently Craig didn't care what I thought.
So, to do a quick recap. So, my plan is we go in quietly with the help of Sijorn. Get Mira's mother. We leave quietly. I will then contact the Mandalorian fleet, and they will commit a orbital bombardment. I know what you're thinking. That's a bad idea, because there are a lot of people who don't want to be there. But that's where you come in. So what I want you to do is try as best as you can to convince as many people as possible to leave. Turn themselves in. They'll be arrested and handed over to the Republic. But those who stay will be killed. Because this is thousands of Sith that we're dealing with here. This is on par with the Battle of Coruscant. So, I want to know your perspective on this.
Yeah. Well, I agree that Korriban sounds like a significant threat, and it should be one that we take care of, or if not us, someone else. There are a few, I guess, important questions I think that need to be considered. One is, do we know? We're not sure if Isaidus has his own fleet or anything like that, or how big that is. If that would be enough for your people to be able to take that on and also be able to bombard the planet. Even if there are, we don't know if there are prisoners in Korriban or anything else either, and we don't have time to go and rescue all of them right now. So my other question or concern would be, what about the people that can't just drop what they're doing and get out? They may be killed. And I'm not sure if I'm willing to risk that if we are able to help them at a later time. Or the other thing I would be worried about, and I'm not sure if you've thought about this or not, is if you bring your people and draw attention to yourself, to your people, Isaidus might turn his focus to them, and he may want revenge. So I think eventually we may have to risk a lot of that. I guess the question is now the time to risk it? Or do we want to try and gather who else we can? I was considering talking to Liara, the Jedi Master that brought us all together, and seeing what she could do. Maybe gathering some forces on her end, knowing the threat. Maybe we can get some forces from the Republic as well. I mean, it may not just have to be your people, and it may not have to be right on this mission, but I agree it's something we need to take care of. But maybe even if we can go in rescue Mira's mother. Maybe we'll find out more about what's going on. Be able to get a look at Korban from the inside. And that would give us a better idea of how to take it down later.
That's the problem, though. This is the main reason why I want to do it as soon as possible, is because there's clearly a lot of organisation going on. Especially to gather this many Sith and prisoners and all that in one place. There's obviously a lot of coordination. Thing that I fear now is that this could be a big chance to wipe out as many Sith as possible and drastically reduce Isaidus' forces. If this is where thousands of them are, there have to be casualties of war. It's what the Republic did to us.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
A disembodied voice floats through the alley.
I know, right?
Oh my god,
Sorry,
Mira, why is
can't
your
help
face
it.
so wrinkly?
Can't help it, sorry.
Okay.
Don't mind the crazy random drunk guy walking past you guys in the alley. It's fine.
Yeah.
The Republic
Well-
spared no one when bringing down Malachor 5. They did as much damage as they could, and whoever remained is what's left of us Mandalorians.
And you realize
And-
that was the wrong thing to do, right? I mean, that was something that was...
It was devastating. I lost so many friends and family due to it. But we would have kept fighting. The war would have gone on so much longer. The war
And
would have...
what ended up happening, though, was that those actions created who Revan was back then and created the Sith that we know now. So either way, it was a loss, honestly. Why don't we...
I wanted to bring this to you first because
Right.
you have seen war. If we lose this, he could reposition all of those Sith across the galaxy. Like Sijorn said, there's thousands. That's on par with the Battle of Coruscant. Said this. If we don't deal with it now, all that will happen is that a lot of innocent people, a lot more innocent people, will die, be corrupted, or turned.
Yeah. I do understand what you're saying. I suppose that's just one assumption, though. Like, we're not sure what would happen after we get Mira out. Or Mira's mother out. If we cover our tracks, it may even...
He'll know we've been there. It's clear. Like,
So
he
but even
knows.
if he knew that, I don't know why he would spread out his forces after that. It doesn't seem...
Because then we know where he is, where his main force is. When you know these strategies when it comes to war. If your base is discovered, even by a small group, those are scouts. You need to move to get yourself to a better position that isn't compromised. Because... Shut up, Rob.
Mira
Like-
doesn't know that.
Rob, you're not there.
I'm not there. I'm not there.
Berate me afterwards, okay?
Hey, Ven.
Is it on my message thing or something?
Huh? No.
Why are you saying hey, Ven?
Oh, are you guys just having a one-on-one? Or is this like...
Yeah,
at the
they're
group?
outside.
Oh, my bad. Okay, I missed that. Okay, never mind. Just kidding.
I think before you decide this is the best course of action, there should probably be a couple of things we need to look into. One is we can ask Sijorn what it looks like there. He seems to know how Isaidus functions, so we could even ask him what he feels like Isaidus might do if we took away Mira. That sort of insight we have is
Mira,
invaluable
Mira's
right
mother.
now. Oh, sorry, did I say Mira?
Yeah,
Oh.
Mira's mother. I'm sitting inside at the table.
You guys don't
Not-
know her
not
name yet,
you
do
kidnapped
you?
or nothing.
you're distracting me. So I think asking Sijorn some of these questions would be invaluable. And it might help us know the course of action that's going to be best.
The whole reason why she's there is to find us. And if she goes missing, because she's the only one able to find us, it's gonna be clear that we were the ones that intervened.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
gonna
not
be
arguing
clear,
that.
and
I'm saying that you don't know what Isaidus will do if he finds out that we took her. So let's ask Sijorn right now what he
Why don't
feels
you?
like might happen. I mean, I can. You're the one that has the plan, though, so I figured you'd be invested in asking him.
no, I mean, like, I'm sorry, but why don't you know what he'll do?
What he will do?
What
Be-
Isaidus will
because, well, if this would have been 2 or 3 years ago, I'd know exactly what he'd do, but it sounds like he's going insane, Dal. I don't know. I don't know what he'll do. He doesn't even...
Doesn't
There's a lot of
let
him I
Sijorn
don't...
get close, though. He said it himself.
Yeah, but we can at least ask him. He has more insight than I do, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, he's been with him for 2 years. I haven't.
I'm sorry for bringing that up. I shouldn't have.
Something I think about every day. It's fine.
You see, Dell's like, there's a very easily conflicted like feeling coming from him. It's, I want you to be right, and I want this all to go exactly as you say it will. And you know, we get the info from Sijorn, and you know, he has some key info, and I really hope that he does. It's just that this is something that we might not get a chance to do ever again.
Right.
And
Well, I'm not even shooting down your idea, but I just think that
I
we
know,
need to
it's-
look at all angles.
okay.
Like,
Okay.
I don't want you to feel like I don't listen to you, because that's not the case. It's just, I feel like the reason why I've been able to stay one step ahead is because I try to think of every possibility, every angle. And I think in order to win against someone like Isaidus, I mean, I think that that's vital. But many of the things you've brought up in the past, when we tend to argue about them or discuss them, I should say, are things I've thought of too.
Do you ever think about him?
Yeah, all the time.
Like,
Oh, what do you mean?
what will you do if he says yes and he'll take time, he'll see the error of his ways, that sort of thing. It's been on my mind for a while now. Is after everything that's happened, will you go back to him?
I've thought about it. Maybe I won't know fully until the moment would come. It's one of those things I want. I want it badly, but I can't hope. I can't place too much hope in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But
So
you want him to go back to who he was. You want him to be your husband again.
I would, yeah. It would take years to earn back trust. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he would need to spend every last moment of his life making sure he made it up to everyone who he's caused pain. But I also know that people can change. I mean, you've seen it too with Revan. And I mean, you know me, I'm willing to give people another chance if they need it. I mean,
Have you ever
no
thought,
one else,
oh, go on.
just no one else remembers him the way I remember him. So I'm sure people think I'm foolish for thinking this way, but
Have you ever thought about me?
no, in that way,
Don't worry about it.
I
We'll
mean,
sit back.
she just says,
No,
basically, she'll say, Del, I can't think about anything until this is dealt with, no matter what it ends up looking like.
I'll be very honest with you before we go in.
Sure.
I have been absolutely shit at hiding my emotions. We both know this.
Yes.
We both know that I have a thing for you, and it's hopeful of me to think that you have something for me, but, you know, this is the real world. The point I'm trying to get at is, I know you love Isaidus and you want to help him. But I love you. And I cannot watch anyone else that I love die. I want you to live. I want you to be happy. And I want you to understand that I respect every choice you make. Even though I say I get annoyed, I do respect it. But I can't lose you. I can't. That's why I've been violent. That's why I've been giving these, is because I want to have the odds of you coming out of it alive as high as possible. No, I know you don't feel the same. Not right now, or maybe not in the future, whatever it is. I want you to live. Obvious. We all want to live. I want Mira to live, but you. If I lost you, all people, I don't think I could go on. Because you, as much as you don't see it, you are exactly like me. Broken warrior. Fighting for what's right. In a universe where everything wants to go wrong. That's why I love you. Because out of everyone I've met in the entire galaxy, you are the one that I can see a future with. Mira will open up her own mechanic shop. I'll probably go with her, become a famous pod racer. Veery, Jedi Master / smuggler. I don't see a future with them. Couldn't force them to be around me.
So she's probably like just been listening. Probably oh wait, did you cut out? I feel like I just saw your thing. Where'd you end?
Matt.
Matt.
Oh no. Matt, come back. I need this.
I need this. Give me my soap opera drama.
You're right. Matt.
Please hold for technical difficulties.
My phone died with no
Oh, no.
warning.
Dell just falls over dead in front of
You're
Ben
in the
after
dramatic.
exposing his
After
whole
the
heart.
No.
Implants explode.
It was just too much. Didn't expect him to drop the L word.
Yeah, Ted Mosby. I like it.
Huh?
Ted Mosby's from How I Met Your
Happy
Mother.
DM
He said, "I
noises.
love you" on the first date.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So everyone calls me Ted Mosby in real life.
Fun fact, Mark said, I love you within a month of us dating.
Wow.
But I literally was such a slow mover. I had to tell him, I'm not there yet. I'm sorry.
Really? I would have thought it'd be the other way around.
No, I was terrified to be in a relationship. It took me forever.
Matt wants to know what was the last part that we heard.
He was like kind of Is he still here? Or did he leave?
No, he's
in the
talking
chat.
in Roll20. I think he's
Oh,
bumping
okay.
it.
He's trying to get his audio.
He was listing.
Hey, speak of the devil.
A broken warrior like me.
Yeah, I think the
Yes.
last thing I heard was he was kind of listing off the different party members, like what they would do in the future.
Yeah,
and then
period,
it kind
Jedi
of cut
Master,
off
whatever.
after that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Slash smuggler.
I just realized. Am I cutting off someone on the channel? Whoops.
Hello?
Hi.
Are you back?
Oh
can
my
hear you.
god!
Matt, thank God you're back. Oh my God, no. Happy DM noises turned into sad DM noises.
So, what was the last thing you heard me say?
So he was talking about stuff, and then he was listing like all the different party members and what they would be like doing in the future. And you got to Viri, and then you just end that.
Yeah.
That's a
Also
pretty
that.
good impression. I'm just saying.
I thought he said it
Yeah,
at first. I
that's
thought
glorious.
Matt said it. So yeah, you did a great job.
Anyways.
So, he would continue. God, I got really into character. I started almost crying, and then it started as like, no!
Della was crying. Oh no.
I was on mute, but I like let out a shriek when you cut off. I was like, no, I need this, Matt. God damn it.
We jokingly said that like after he confessed all this, like then you logged out. It's like Del just falls over dead.
His heart just exploded.
It's too much for him.
Okay. Viri shall be a Jedi Master like you. But I see a future with you. And that makes me happy. That gives me hope that all the pain that I've caused in my life and all the horrible things that I've done, I can be forgiven and I can live finally a peaceful life. You, me, Andrea. I have a favor to ask.
Yeah, this whole I kind of mentioned earlier, but I think you would logged off at this point. But yeah, she's just kind of been listening. Maybe you see some shock across her face, especially when he dropped the L word, no love in there. So she just kind of like after you say that, she goes, what? What's the favor?
You can make people forget things, right? Like, forget the past, 5-10 minutes.
I can make them. It depends, but why?
I want you to use it on me.
Hmm?
I want you to use it on me.
For what?
Just make me forget that I said all this. Make
Do
me
you,
forget that I was weak. Please. That's all I ask. If you want to use it on yourself, then do it.
She just kind of looks up and she's like, "That's not exactly how that power works. It's more that I can make people forget I was here or around. It doesn't exactly work where you erase memories.
Right.
Uh, but I'm not sure exactly what to say about it, but I appreciate your honesty. And I'm sorry I can't give you any answers right now. I have been trapped in this place for a very long time. And I'm not sure what it will look like when I come out of it.
Right.
But I appreciate you respecting my opinion and what I want. That means a lot to me.
Right. I need to go do things. Just need to get away for a moment.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm sorry to drop this all on you.
It's fine. Just, you don't need to beat yourself up about being weak. Vulnerability is strength in its own right.
They'll just walks away.
Ven walks back in the bar.
Wipe my
Meanwhile-
tears.
Yeah.
It's like, can you put a gun on that thing? Like, can it fly with like a Gatling gun on the back? 'Cause that'd be pretty cool.
Sijorn's just staring at Fury. We're kind of staring past her. Io, meanwhile, is just like, I thought that would be pretty damn scary. Just do you think there's nothing there, and all of a sudden this thing just fucking flies in out of nowhere, shooting at you.
I mean, ugh. Oh, Ben, welcome back. We had quite the entertaining conversation.
Yes, I'm sure. I apologize for the delay.
Hmm.
Did you guys fight? You guys always fight when you plan adventures.
We do tend to bicker, yes.
It's cute though. She'll,
Ben just
she
gives
gives, like,
a
a wink.
deep sigh.
Wait, you didn't kill him, did you? Where is he?
Oh no, I didn't kill him. He needed some time.
Oh, yeah. You totally would have taken him out, though.
Since he is gone, I guess I'll ask you, Sijorn, the question he was asking me. If there are so many Sith on the planet, a thought crossed, well, both of our minds actually, of when we get out Mira's mother, making things a little more, I guess, detrimental to this academy, depending on what it looks like. Some ideas tossed around, orbital attacks, maybe sending teams to go in. I'm not sure. Do you have any thoughts on that? I know timing is everything in a lot of instances, but because I don't really understand how Psi is working anymore, I'm just not sure.
He's like quiet as he's thinking.
As Angie's typing her reply.
Why you gotta call me out like that, though?
It's great. I love it, honestly. Actually, when I was listening back to the episode with Sijorn the last time, you guys did a really good job at like timing, and like you would say stuff to like cover her typing, and I was like super impressed.
It also helps that Sijorn's the kind of guy who does sit there and think in silence for a moment before answering.
Yeah, exactly.
After a bit, he kind of tilts his head as he continues. Orbital attacks, there is potential for them, but Sai does have access to a Starforge, which is creating a fleet for him. And it will be similar difficulty to when forces tried to take down Malik. Stealth and infiltration is your only viable option for this.
How close is he to completing a fleet?
About 6 months or so. By my
see.
calculations, he'll have a fleet.
All right. Do you know if there are many? Like, is this the academy where many people are coming of their own volition, or is it mostly people being forced? Kind of like what we saw on on the Kashik Temple.
From what I'm able to tell, about half of the residents are there willingly. And the last half, a quarter of them are slaves, and the last bit are people who are forced there.
All right. That's very helpful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, we said you're welcome. Are we friends now?
Who knows?
Who knows?
You made Sijorn use manners. Oh my god.
I mean, it could also be Iris just giving him a look.
Yeah.
Iris is definitely giving him a look as soon as she says thank you. Like he pauses and Iris just kind of stares at him.
Awesome.
All right. Well, okay, so your plan then is to give us a window to go in, get Mira's mother, and get out. And erase the traces of us. What are you planning on doing during this?
I'm not inclined to share that with you. The less that
Fair
is
enough.
said, the better.
All right. Mira, do you have any questions you need to ask Sijorn about computers or layout or anything like that?
Did he happen to get schematics for the area? Or access codes or anything like that?
I'd assume he has those. Yes. Yes, he does have those. I'll forward you everything you need
Okay.
by the end of the day.
Then no, not really.
All right. All right. Well, I don't know if I have any other questions, unless did you have anything else that you need to tell us about this?
My suggestion after you've dealt with getting Ida out would be in finding some way to make his fleet collecting difficult. Try to delay it. Because it's not going to be good what happens once he has everything that he needs.
You mean after we're out, not necessarily when we're in
Yes.
this base.
After
Okay.
you've gotten away, yes.
Do you know what Starforge it is he has access to? We heard that there were multiples, which I was not aware of.
I do not know at this time.
Okay.
There's only two people who know, and that is Yara and Isaidus. Sorry. You just- I'm used to using just Sai because I'm lazy to say his full name.
He suddenly picked up on the nickname and was like, you know what? That's a nice little nickname.
So easy to say.
He accidentally calls him Lord Psy. Oh no.
Just blame some random forced Padawan or apprentice to take the blame for that.
Yeah. Saw this kid.
Yes, only Yara and Isaidus know which forge he's using.
Okay. Is he still in Nar Shaddaa currently?
Yes. Last I checked in, he was.
Okay. One last question. This might seem a little odd, but I've noticed you said he tells everyone about me. Right?
He gives a small nod.
What exactly is he telling people? Because I feel like I like my privacy. And I would like to know what it is that most people know now.
Yeah, I made the mistake of saying too much one time. Don't want to do that.
It's not my favorite thing.
What I have been able to make out during his very long speeches on the matter, he has been telling us that you are his queen for his kingdom, that you are his wife, and you are his, like a possession.
Oh, no. It was good up to that point.
That changed though.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
Io just gives Fury a raised eyebrow, like, really?
I mean, the queen
Oh,
thing was
I want a
cute.
guy to call me his queen.
I'm just saying. Mansplaining everything across the galaxy. I mean, it's the year 2123. Like, get over it. Actually, I don't know what year it is in real canon.
Awkward.
Do we know that, by the way? Anyway, never mind. Off topic. My bad.
All I know is whenever Pistol is alive. Yes, Isaidus has been making it clear that he is, in his opinion anyway, he is the only one who can have Ben, and anyone who tries to interfere with him taking possession of you will be slaughtered.
Very insightful. Thank you.
She's just like a tilt to her mouth. Very displeased.
Yeah, that's a keeper. Sorry, Master.
Oh, Mary.
I guess you just can't know some things about people until years into the relationship. I was looking kind of like, small grimace.
Okay. Well, thank you, Sijorn, for your help and your time.
Just a little murmur sound.
Another look from Iris.
He ignores it this time. He's like, I gave you one. Don't make me do
Like
another.
I said, you're welcome. One time. That should be good enough for you. And she just turns to like the others and says, "Do you all have any other things?"
Oh, yeah, I've
We
been
need to
sitting on this
discuss.
one. Sijorn, you really, I'm just saying, just a thought, you don't have to do it, but I think you and Io should get matching visors. They'd be really cute. It would look so good. Match the skin of the Wraith. Oh my gosh.
The Io's jaw just kind of drops open at that. And Sijorn just has no change to his expression as he just stares at her.
All right, just think about it. I am really good with fashion. You can ask Del.
Fury.
Yeah?
There's some people you shouldn't make comments like that to.
What? I'm not saying it. What? No, look, your look is fine. It's great. It's not bad. I'm just saying I think the baby blue would go with your skin complexion really well. There's a merchant like 3 blocks down. He's really great. He can give you a discount.
There's just no reaction from Sijorn to that.
She just turns to Iris. Well, us ladies know. You can get it for him later. But anyways, that's okay.
Iris just kind of quirks a brow, glances over at Sijorn, and then just smirks and doesn't say anything.
She sees it too. She knows.
Oh, Sijorn will not be happy if his visor gets switched out.
I know you were away on a trip, but I threw it out and got you a new one.
He suddenly like
Surprise!
he adjusts this like small window he's doing for us to get Mira's mom out, just so that we just go right to Isaidus's base and he's just there. There you go, suckers. Enjoy.
Exactly. I mean, you never know with him. He could.
Right. You don't want to piss him off.
Teach you to get my girlfriend to buy me some fancy fucking visor.
She
He
bought me a
needs the
floral
black.
button up. What the heck?
Oh god.
I had to wear it for Christmas.
He would like no hesitation just throw that out the airlock. Like he wouldn't care how mad she would be. That'd be something he would be like, nope.
There's a line in our relationship, and that is past the line.
I was just like, nice.
Yeah, I would wear it. He'd be like, sweet, because he can't. He has horrible fashion.
Right?
Oh, the things Reeve would make him wear.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Now we can.
I don't know what
Yeah.
happened. I didn't hear. I asked like, is there any other questions or something? And then there's just absolute silence. So
Oh yeah, Very started talking
like for a
about
really
her
long time.
visor and to Sijorn and was making a fool of herself. You didn't hear any of that?
Oh, no, I heard that, but
Oh,
then
okay.
you guys must have not heard me. Then I said, "Do we have any other relevant
Oh.
questions?"
No, I
And
didn't hear
then-
that.
And then there was just absolute silence. So I was like, "Oh, is everyone okay?" But
Well,
it was me.
Did you guys talk about our plan of action, or are we going to talk about that later?
Well, he's giving us all the things we need tonight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not sure how
Oh,
much we
might
can
change.
discuss that unless unless you have any direct advice first right now on it. But it sounds like you haven't been there yourself. At least where she is.
No DM has he. Yes. He gives a slight nod. I have been there, yes.
Okay.
And I have spoken with her personally.
I mean, I'm assuming she doesn't want to be there. But I guess she probably wouldn't say that to you.
Over 50% of the people on that planet don't want to be there.
True.
Sijorn himself
true.
doesn't really like being there. He gets annoyed by everything.
I hate this place.
Yeah.
She's often.
Yep. So I guess we should get going.
Well, I
Okay.
guess so. Well, we'll start our plan of action once we get the schematics. I was like doing finger guns to everybody.
Extra awkward again.
Yeah. He doesn't do well meeting new people.
You haven't met
He
anybody
only-
new. You've already met
He
them.
only opened up to the Peachy King crew as soon as he did, purely because he's been stuck with them for 24 hours.
True.
7 days a week for God knows how long now.
Again, it's like summer camp. It's like you bond with people 500 times faster in summer camp because you're with them freaking all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, yeah.
This is
Yeah.
like his third time meeting Sijorn, so he's still in that I don't really know what to do phase. And Sijorn doesn't give him much to work with.
Oh, and Viri kind of like runs back to the table. Okay, just an idea. So, okay, apparently I'm not allowed to like post these right now, but I'm doing like this cool like documentary series for StarTube on like what it's like to be a Jedi and save the galaxy. So like if you ever want to do like an interview on my channel, just email me here.
No.
You could be like the first Sith ever. But just a thought. You know, in the future, we can do it off record, too. I can blur your face. You could sound like this. It's really cool. But anyways, just a thought. Okay, bye.
Fury's gonna do a collab.
Right.
It's all about networking,
Beautiful.
guys. It's all about networking. I've already, you know that like guy I crushed his hand, the bird guy? Yeah. We made up. He's going to do like a tour like what's it like to be in the smuggler city? You know, one of those like 5-minute videos with the cool like low beats in the background. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool.
Very out there accidentally revealing all these secrets to the world.
I know, right?
So this is the leader of the underground smuggling group that no one knows about.
Oh my gosh.
Her name's Iris. She's fantastic. Her tattoos are amazing.
Or like there's a point where it's like, oh my gosh, so I totally heard that Del confessed his love to Ven, and like Isaidus is watching the StarTube channel.
No! 3 Sith just
So like
died.
500, yeah, like 500 bounty hunters are after Del now.
Like I said, I'm not loading them now. It's gonna take a lot of editing and producing time, and then I gotta find like a label like Hyperflix to, you know, post it online. So, you know, or like Coruscant Prime, you know, maybe they'll like sign a deal. I think it's gonna be great. It's a lot of people can do it on their own from low end. So anyway, I'll get into it later. I know you guys aren't interested in it, but it's not live. It's just B-roll for now, okay?
I was just kind of like sort of got his head in his hands, like, oh my god. He's like, here I am trying to form some kind of relationship with my estranged twin brother, and then it's already bad enough, and then now he has to meet my crazy crew members.
Fear's like walking out of the bar, like past Io with his head in his hands, just like one of those camera droids to be like, now remember to follow, comment, and subscribe later for notifications. I guess he won't get notifications then. I'll edit that out. Anyways.
Angie, can Sijorn just like crush that bot with
Absolutely.
Oh shit. That's the 5th robot that's malfunctioned.
This is some
Turns out.
interesting malfunction. It looks like it got crushed by a trash compactor.
I know, it's like they implode. I mean, every time I'm around Del, I keep on losing these robots. I don't know what's happening. Too much fourth wall going on right now.
I know, right?
But yeah, Beery just skips along with Ben and Io and Del or whoever, you know, wherever we're going back to the ship. Was Mira with us when we were talking to Sijorn?
Yes, Mira was.
I sure was.
Who's
you
the
have
last
anything else
person
to ask?
leaving the group?
I asked for stuff.
That is a good question. Who is the last one leaving the cantina?
Probably me, to make sure everyone leaves Sijorn alone before, you know, like I don't want to leave Viri alone with Sijorn, you know what I mean?
She circles
Fair
back.
point.
Yeah.
Just before Ben will leave, then Sijorn will look at her. Just a word of warning. Yara is intending to be on Korriban, so use utmost caution while you are there.
Oh, that is a good warning.
This is-
Does she typically hang around where Mira's mother is?
No, she rarely is there, but you could say she's had a feeling that she needs to be there.
Concerning. All right. Well, thank you.
Another little slight nod of his head. And a little chitter from Wraith.
Oh,
As she peeks over his shoulder.
and I will leave. I gotta tell Viri that. That's gonna be a fun time.
Also,
All
just
right.
before Ben left, Io did kind of say goodbye to Iris and Sijorn before skittering after Viri, like, oh my god, girl.
Oh, he 100% got a warm hug from Iris. So
Yeah. Happy
Mission
days.
accomplished.
Family hugs.
Io like stands next to Sijorn, like expectantly, like, oh, we're not gonna hug. Okay, well, bye.
I think that went really well, Io. I am so proud of you.
Thanks.
He's very trustworthy. I was really paying attention
Yeah.
to that.
I'm not sure how much he's actually trusting us.
Oh no, he's not trusting us. He's just trustworthy. There's a difference.
Okay then.
Well, he's definitely looking out for his own ass.
Which, you know, I cannot blame him. I do that too.
Mm-hmm. No, but because he could easily pull us into a trap, but I don't think so. I don't think he is. I was paying close attention to him while he was telling us this stuff, and I believe him. It's what the Force told me.
I was just sort of mulling things over. It's kind of quiet on the way back.
Once they reach the ship, they see Del pacing back and forth at the door, like the hangar door. It seems he's contacting somebody, and just as you arrive, you hear him say, "Likewise. Bye." Hang up. Hello, everyone. Back so soon.
Yeah, we are finished.
Did you get any good details?
Well, I had it all on video, but then my droid malfunctioned again.
I was thinking, I wonder why.
Anything that I should know?
Keeps the droid industry in business.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like. What did Sijorn say? He said that about 50% of the people on Korriban don't want to be there. How many slaves? About a quarter, about 25% of the people there are slaves. There's a pretty high number of Force sensitives that don't want to be there, but can't leave. I'm assuming kind of like how Isaidus was torturing people to try and turn them to the dark side in that manner. So I would assume prisoners. And then the rest are actual Sith.
Right. Well, I took a moment to think about what you said. Come up with a new plan.
What is it?
I've just got to wait a few minutes until my friend gets back to me.
This isn't like a friend, I have a twin type friend, right? That we all don't know about.
No, you've met him. You've met this one.
Was it the guy you shot through the head? Wait, no, that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't think a guy shot through the head would survive to be a
Del
friend.
doesn't have many
Mira.
friends.
Hey,
I'm
Fury.
trying to remember.
Is it your Mandalorian friend, Del?
Yes, it is. And my Mandalorian friend happens to be the leader of Mandalore. He is... It's hard to explain, but he's basically the leader of the entire Mandalorian race. And everyone will answer to his beck and call.
So he's like
that.
So he's like a dictator.
No, he earned his position.
I mean, so did dictators.
People
It takes
put
a
him-
lot to take over a country.
He was put in that position by everyone.
Oh.
Everyone wanted him there. I'm just waiting for him to get back on what the Republic says.
Yeah. Because if anything, if there would be something that we want to do, I would almost want it to be a mission to rescue most of the people on that planet.
Well, this is going to be a full-scale invasion.
Mm.
You will have the entire Mandalorian fleet. Hopefully, a good chunk of the Republic fleet. But I can't say that for sure until we speak to the council. I told him to set up a meeting. We're going to be talking directly to the Jedi Council. We're going to tell them what we found, all the information we can give them, over a secure line. We're going to, hopefully, with the encouragement of Lord Mandalore, have them back us. If
We
we
do-
are lucky.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
Mhm. Oh, the only thing I was going to say is we do need to be careful with what we tell them with some things, though. Like, we don't want to tell them about Revan, because she's hiding from the council.
Yeah. I had no plan on including her in it at all.
Yes.
Just
perfect.
that we came across some information that we are being pursued by said Sith Lord, and we have found he's gathering thousands of Sith. Prisoners, slaves alike. Yes, Fury?
Oh, thanks. Sorry. Sorry, you broke me there. Just no offense. Just wondering, is there any chance that I don't know how to say this? Would Lord Isaidus have any possible like old friends with the Jedi Temple that might be like secretly allied with him that might, I don't know, tip him off?
They could very much well have spies in their midst. But was Del there when he was Del there when the Skyforge was mentioned? How long it would take?
No, I
No.
was actually going to have Ven bring that up in a second. I was going to ask though, Ange. I mean, I don't feel like there's, at least from what I know, which, you know, not that I've kept tons of track of him, but I feel like most of our like Cyanide friends left the order. Unless there are any other people in the order that stayed that he was friends with.
Yeah, no, most of them left the order or consequently died.
Yeah.
in the wars. The only connections to the Jedi Order are your own personal ones. None that you are aware of are connected to Isaidus at this point.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll just say, I mean, he could have connected to someone without me knowing, but most of his ties to the Order either died in the Mandalorian Wars or turned to become a Sith.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. I guess that's just my only fear would be if, I mean, Jedi have fallen before. We know that. I mean, Revan fell. He fell. If there's someone on the council or even an ally that, I mean, look, the grandfather, well, I don't know, whatever that order, whatever they called himself, his own subordinate betrayed him. I mean, we don't know who's in Sai's pocket. It could be the pilot that takes us to the council. I mean, like, I'm just worried
Right.
about Mira's mom. Like,
Everything will be done.
can we maybe just time it at the same time where we like go get her first and then?
Well, I think that was the plan, was like we get in, we get out, and then the rest can happen. Because
Sorry, go on.
well, I was going to say too, Del, when you left, it sounds like Sai currently does not have any sort of fleet, but he does have access to a Star Forge,
So
which
he's
was
making one.
and he's making a fleet. Yeah, Sijorn's guess was about 6 months out. So a potential next step after we rescue Mira's mom is maybe trying to take care of that somehow.
I mean, how easy are these Star Forges to move?
I wasn't potentially thinking about moving it, maybe.
No, I'm saying like I know Dell was worried. Or wait, no, I wasn't part of that conversation. Never mind. If we're worried about douchey moving his base after we get Mira's mom, then I don't know. I just don't know how big this Star Forge is. If can he move it to somewhere else? I mean, he's not going to leave the Star Forge, right?
I don't think you can move it, no. I think it's stationary.
So if we get Mira's mom out, while at the same time that we're telling the council prepare an attack force and then tell them, that way we make sure no one's tipped off, she's safe, and then we can just go all out offensive, right?
Plan that I had in mind was that on my command and the command of Lord Mandalore, both the Republic fleet and the Mandalorian fleet will storm that planet.
Mm-hmm.
We will not tell them why we were there first. We are going to go in, get out. I'll have the order sent, and then we let them take it from there.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess it would be we take her out first.
Cool.
Those who fight back, who are willingly there, will either be killed, captured, and charged for treason. The slaves will be freed, and those who are being forced there will be freed as well. There will be no correlation between why we're there, only that we know what's going on there. We are only a pool of information. We tell them that it's there, they'll deal with it. They don't need to know about Mira's mother. They don't need to know about the Star Forge until afterwards. And even then, we still have the backing of the entire Mandalorian fleet. And if Isaidus' fleet is 6 months out, there's going to be little to nothing to use against an all-out attack. This fleet that my people have made has been in the making for hundreds of years. We lost some during the wars of Malachor V, and we had lost some in the Battle of Coruscant. But we are still strong. So whatever Isaidus has won't be enough. We're going to overwhelm this place. Take it by storm.
If there are so many people there that don't want to be, I, for once, though, don't really have a lot to say.
We will obviously have the Jedi there. This is going to be something they want to get involved with, if it is involving the Sith. But with a bit of convincing, we can have a good chunk of the Republic fleets, Republic army there as well. We take it. Isaidus lose, months, maybe even years of progress trying to get this many people there. And it will be an immense, vault of information. There's no telling how many Sith know things that we have no idea about. We can even get into the systems and find out everything we need to, with the help of Mira. We do this. We get everything we need. Sorry. Yeah, go on.
Mira, do you want to read the message that Iris just sent?
I didn't get a message from Iris.
Mira? Is he not here?
At all, I muted myself.
Oh!
Try and respond, and nothing happened.
Everyone's like, Rob, are you okay? He's like, why can't you hear me?
Damn it. I mean, I would have sent it to Ven. I don't know if Mira would say all of it. Fuck it. I'll send it to everybody.
I was just running his fingers over his data pad to read.
Mm-hmm.
Face looking most grim.
Yes, but if you would like, I can read it aloud just for the audio's sake.
Sure.
Oh, I could do that. Sorry, I forgot about that part. Whoopsie.
I was okay with reading it. That's fine.
Okay, well.
But yes, so on a secure channel from Iris, a message is sent, and it states, along with the schematics and all the other information necessary for the infiltration of Korriban, the message reads as follows. I must reiterate the utmost need for stealth and infiltration as your group proceeds on this course of action. Should there be a failure to leave no trace of your presence, and should you plan to destroy the Academy in some manner as a course of revenge at this time, the consequences will be most dire. There is no telling what atrocities Yara will go to Isaidus into committing as recompense.
Big grimace from Io.
Wait, does she really think that Yara can control Isaidus or something? Yara is being controlled by him, right?
I mean, I think Sijorn said that Yara has been goading Isaidus into a lot of making his mindset even worse than what it was. That instability.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, can I just do something out of character? Can I say something out of character? Because I'm a little confused now. And I was just messaging Ange. So is Iris saying that if we aren't stealthy, then everything will be bad? Or is she saying if we're stealthy, but then we save the people in the academy? Is she saying that also would be bad?
What
Like, I guess I'm
she's
confused on what is even the appropriate thing to be doing, if that
right.
makes sense.
In a nutshell, as far as like the stealth and everything goes, is getting onto the planet, saving Ada, and getting her out, and doing whatever it is necessary that you feel to put into place to save people. When it comes to saving people and, getting your target, getting in and out, that is where the stealth is heavily enforced. You will want that because it is heavily implied that if you do not, there will be consequences for just going in guns blazing. After you
Yeah.
have achieved your target, then whatever you decide to do is whatever you decide to do. But until you have reached your target and acquired your goal and retreated, stealth is heavily, heavily urged.
Oh, so it'd be like basically, get in, get out, make sure it doesn't even look like you did it, and then let all the Mandalorians in the Republic just take out, like, actually rescue the people in Korriban, and then we are gonna be like, bye,
Pretty much.
type of thing. Okay.
Deuces.
Basically, make it
gotta
so that it can't be
go.
like evidence that we were the ones who did it. Like he'll probably know because but he has no way to prove it was us. That's what we're trying to do.
Right. It could just be seen as an attack from the Republic with the aid of the Mandalorians.
Yeah. So that's what we would want it to lean towards. But you're like, Iris wasn't saying
Yeah.
we shouldn't do that, was she? Or was she saying that? Like, we shouldn't have the Republic go in.
No, as far as that was concerned, there's no issues or arguments from either Sijorn or Iris on that. It's pretty much a neutral, whatever you choose to do with the information that you have gained about Korriban is what you choose to do with it with your better judgment.
It was just
It's
going in the
just
rescue mission. She's saying if we go in guns
right.
blazing, it could be dangerous for not only Ada but others, right?
Yes.
Killing everybody
Okay.
in our path, throwing
Or-
bombs
Okay,
and
okay.
grenades and exploding shit. That's no.
Or on the reverse,
Yeah, we gotta be sneaky.
Sai
Right.
would be willing to take out his own people and destroy innocent people just to get to Ven or us in the collateral.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Plus
The idea is
Sorry.
go ahead, Rob.
Plus the idea of if we go in there and rescue my mom, and then we go to ground and he can't find us. If your enemy goes to ground, leave no ground to go to, is a common phrase.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, anything that's within striking distance, regardless of if it's a military target or a civilian population on any world that he can get to, is in danger.
I can see that.
Yeah. Okay.
So we gotta find a way to make it look like, oh no, we were actually here doing this at this time. It couldn't possibly have been us there doing that at that time.
Oh,
actually a
dude,
really good
Mira
idea.
could like
I don't
We're
think that
like
that's
hack into
even.
things and make it look like we're over somewhere else.
I don't think that that's even all of it.
What do you mean?
Because even
Hold
if
on,
he
are we going
doesn't
back
think
in
that,
character or are we still out of character? I'm sorry.
no, I was speaking in character.
Because we
Sorry.
went out of character for a second. So are we going back in
Yeah,
character now?
I had to establish what was
Ew.
going on because I was confused.
Yeah. Okay,
Um.
so we're back in character, right?
Okay, leaping back into character.
Okay.
Okay. um. So yeah, so I guess then we'll just say, yeah. So if we make sure we go in, get Mira's mom, use everything we can to make sure that we are not caught in this and there's nothing traced back to us. And we get out and then we can leave and you can send in the rest of those forces to rescue the people. Then I think we'll be all right.
If he thinks that it's a joint military action, then it draws his attention more towards that joint military action. But if he thinks that it was like a group of individuals, then we run the risk of him taking his anger out on everyone else that's anywhere around.
Yeah.
Or that might have remotely been associated with it in any
Yeah.
form or fashion.
Yeah, I agree. So as long as we all can agree to keep our heads for this one.
But we're saying two different things.
Hmm?
Half of us want a big military action while we infiltrate and get her out.
No, I don't
And
know if anyone wants that.
that's exactly what he
I
just
sure
said.
don't want to be on a planet while it's
Dell's
being bombarded.
No, Dell's original plan was, I mean, Dell just said
No,
he
Mira.
was going to have us
That's
like
what Mira just said.
What?
Am I wrong?
A little bit.
Because, okay, so this is the issue. There's a two-sided coin here. If we go in, infiltrate first to grab your mom before we coordinate this military action, then even if he doesn't know it was us, he knows she's gone. So it's a timing thing. On the other factor, just like what you were saying, Mira, if we don't do the military action to use it as a distraction while we get her, then we risk him then turning in rage to innocence and collateral. So it's all a timing thing.
That's why I was saying I personally believe we should go in there at the same time as the military action is going on. With the confusion and the chaos caused by a large-scale military invasion and defense in multiple places around his base and planet, it wouldn't be hard for a small team to slip in, grab prisoners. Not just my mother, but anyone that's there as a prisoner.
Is the
and
start...
use the escape of every prisoner to cover who it is that was the actual target of the rescue.
Oh,
then,
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And then that leaves him thinking that this military invasion, this large-scale military operation, just happened to see prisoners that were trapped and they took them in for debriefing. He doesn't know that it was a small group like us that went in and got them.
Except I think that's what Iris is saying Yara might make him believe.
How would she know any different?
That's what she would make
because
him think.
she, well, and I hate to drop it like this, but it does sound like she may be on Korriban.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck.
But I believe
if even if we don't run into her and an invasion happens, if we tell the forces going in who she is, we can ask her to be taken in alive. I mean,
I
I
can
think
have the
anybody would.
Mandalorians. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, because I think people would want her alive. Like,
Yeah.
so.
If you want her alive, without anyone in any spy in the Republic knowing, the best people I can have acquire her will be the Mandalorians.
That's true.
Because we hate the Sith with a passion. There is... I can't even give you a percentage. It's so little of how there's no chance that any Mandalorian, after what happened, would side with Isaidus.
Oh,
He
I
has
see what
taken
you're
a lot
saying.
from us.
So maybe we don't get the Council and the Republic involved?
Why?
No.
I don't.
Do.
Yeah, I think we. I don't think that's a bad thing.
But we
They
don't
need. I mean, they
tell
should.
them.
About Yara?
Sorry. We don't tell them.
Yeah, we don't tell them about Yara.
We don't tell them about Yara.
Or the
We
Academy.
don't tell them about the Academy. We don't tell them about Mira's mother. We say to them, we have information that we have gathered that a huge Sith presence is on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
And that they will be backed by the Mandalorian fleet in the invasion, capture, and arrest. Invasion, capture, liberation, and arrest of every Sith on that planet.
That way we know there's no traitors that will give us away on what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I won't tell either side.
Mm-hmm.
Just as a precaution, all I have to do, to put it simply, the words of Lord Mandalore, I give the word, and the fleet attacks. If I give him the word, he gives the Republic the word. They won't know why. They won't know anything else but that he will be leading the attack. Neither side will know why we're there. We get in, we get out, and nobody would be wiser.
Yes,
If we
Fury.
do it while there's chaos, we have a big chance of being seen there. Not just by the Sith, but by the
Not if-
Republic as well.
I can disguise us.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. As long
I mean,
as
we could make them
nobody-
in such. Yeah, I mean, we could make it in such a quick succession of rescuing Mira's mother and whoever else we need to, and then the attack happening basically as soon as we get out. I mean, it's.
You know, the attack happening at the same time that we're in there.
Could we at least try it as we're exiting? Once we have your mother and any information we can gather, then they'll be called in.
Question? Sorry to be stupid,
Yes,
because I don't know what this is,
you're
but
not stupid.
oh, thank you. Sometimes I can be. A Starforge, is that like on a planet? Is it like small? Is it a factory, or is it separate from the planet?
It's separate. They don't actually even know where it is right now.
Oh.
That's something we would need to track down.
So it's not at Corey Van.
It is not. No.
That place. Okay.
Corbin?
Sure.
Yes, Corbin.
I met a guy
It is
named
not
Corbin.
there.
Anyway, sorry. Oh, okay. Well,
That would be kind of what would be next on our agenda, I would think.
I was gonna say if it was there, we could have the military action be targeted to the Star Forge, and then as we go into the planet. But yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Now it's Io's turn to raise his hand.
Yes, I am.
Why is everyone raising their? All right, well, yeah.
It's polite. You like hand the and like Viri throws like an invisible ball to Io. Now Io has the talking ball.
He catches it, kind of looks at it like, okay.
It was an orphanage
So
thing. Sorry.
if we're talking about attacking the planet, like, so do you think maybe we should give Sijorn a heads up about what's going to happen?
I agree.
Yeah, we.
I mean, he might want to know that there's some incoming shit, so he knows to be, so we don't accidentally kill the guy that's helping us.
I mean, I did mention to him a little bit. But...
You know, he's the one that's going to get us on the planet, so I thought that, you know, we'd brief him at the time. I think...
I mean, if you like Io, you can run it by him and see what he thinks. You can even run it by him. Is it better to wait, like what Del is saying, or to do it at the same time, like what Mira was saying, and see if he has an opinion, and that can kind of help us decide.
Oh, and ask him if Sai has any friends in the Republic or in the Jedi Council. If he knows anything. I think that's important. Sorry, Ben. I don't mean to mistrust them, but I don't trust anything on
It's
Coruscant.
probably a good question to ask. Yeah. It's always good to be cautious.
Especially when we have loved ones as collateral.
Yeah. Io, would you mind messaging him?
Yeah, I can do that.
Beep boop beep boop beep.
The more times you talk to your brother, the better.
So he'll shoot Sijorn a message.
Got him.
Got
But
him.
His player does have
Got
to leave
him.
now, so
Okay. With that, and because another player of ours has to do a 24-hour shift, we will go ahead and call it here for the night and have you all pick it back up as you kind of are working through this plan and the course of action ahead.
Oh, the
Cool.
joy of being in the military. Yay! 24-hour
So-
shifts that turn into 28-hour shifts, and you're really tired by the time you come home.
Do you guys want me to stop recording?
Oh no.
Probably.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
No, just keep going.
I mean,
forever.
we're all in the fake military. No
Right.
one needs to know about now. Stopped recording.